Alright, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. My name is John, and this game came out in February on PC, and it finally arrived on Xbox One and PS4. So I kind of just wanted to see what was different. I don't actually assume anything was, but it just got kind of ported over to consoles. So I did make a video a while back just to show you a little bit. This is probably going to be a one-part series. I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let's get started. I did actually get to the part where I left off, so we're not going to be starting from the very beginning. We're about starting 15 minutes into it. So just to avoid some sort of spoilers, but just to let you guys know, this is a point-and-click adventure game and with a lot of puzzles involved. So just keep that in mind. So with that said, let's continue on. You could watch part 1 a while back, so let's start this one up. Alright, so we are over here. This is our main character, and pretty much is a point and click.
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest corners of the land and know what's happening in every part of the world. At the moment, it's no more than a shallow bowl. The water's missing.
Oh, you don't say.
Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build their hive in our garden. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be the only queen here.
Alrighty.
Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience.
So when I first started playing this a while back, it was on PC. Now I'm just kind of seeing what's new.
There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace ground. Their water's said to have healing powers. No wonder, considering where it comes from. The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of the largest and most important rivers in the woodland realm. That leads up to the throne room. Mother will be conducting the affairs of state with an iron will, whilst Pa leans against the tree of life, probably sleeping. That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad.
It's that thingy from that movie. What was it? I forgot that movie with the green one-eyed thingy scaring kids. I forgot what it was. Disney movie.
A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty was put on its head, and all heroes of the land were encouraged to hunt it down. 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought the head to the palace where it was displayed in triumph. The strange thing was that a bit later more adventurers came carrying an identical head. Then more and more heroes arrived.
There's a Rubik's Cube, a companion cube, and like iron from Minecraft.
The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open.
So, what do I do now? The bird is still trapped in here. I feel like this way... This is where you started.
Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer the elf burrow. It's become less frequent over the last few centuries. Humans and dwarves appear to have learnt their lesson. A great example of the variety of our world's fauna. Some of the ideas Mother Nature has can be quite off the wall. Goldsmithing, masonry, and a book about carpentry. Like all books in this library, it's a guest present. The logic behind this must be... Those elves, they have so many beautiful statues and items of wood. They'll be really interested in this. Why don't we present them with a book about it? What they don't realise, though, is that if we're interested in a subject, then we'll already know pretty much all there is to know about the matter, and the book's of no use to us whatsoever. There's a selection of cubes here. For a while, it was all the rage at official state visits to give geometric presents.
Okay. So, what are we doing here exactly?
It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build himself a throne out of all the swords of conquered enemies. Unfortunately, he died after only conquering one enemy, when he refused to heed all the warnings and sat on the throne.
Oh, Minecraft? Can we take it? Alright, so we'll just leave that there. Not sure what we're doing.
This flower clearly is one of the more exotic of the palace's flowers. It comes from a country in the deep south beyond the deserts. It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a declaration of war, or if one wanted to deprive someone of all sense. Each cube is significant and comes from a different country, but I never really paid much attention.
Not sure where we're supposed to go yet. Why would we climb up the balcony? We already opened the door.
A lovely spot, so long as the bees who have built their hive directly above the bench don't disturb you. I don't have any time to rest, and that's good. At last I've got something to do again.
Can't fall off the map accidentally. So I pretty much looked at most of the things. I'm just not sure where, like, I'm supposed to go.
I'm not going up there. I've no appetite.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Can we climb up? How you did that, we'll never know.
I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it.
So, can we... I don't think we let the bird out. It's still there.
I've been sleeping badly of late, and sometimes I feel tired all day long. I've never been ill, but something isn't right. I hope I'll find the answer in the library.
Hint, hint, go to the library. Alright, so we gotta look for something in the library.
What have we got here then? Aha! Ah! Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
Ow! Be careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear infections, and of course it could also be lupus. But I think it is something else.
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
All right, this potion, what goes in it?
It is very easy to make. You need to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey and a red herring, and then mix with water into a viscous potion.
Oh, that sounds revolting.
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
And if I drink it, I'll be well again?
We will then at least know what is wrong with you.
This metis bush, where can I find one?
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and have
Wow.
spent years sandwiched between dusty hymnals and a tome of revolting recipes.
Alright, let me just see, and
What are
then
the
I shouldn't
potion's
have to
ingredients
worry
again?
about it again.
The green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey, and a red herring. You have to put everything into a bowl with a bit of water and pound it until it forms a viscous potion.
A red herring. Are you serious?
Of course, why not? Red herrings are known all over the land as particularly useful fish. Their uses in the areas of medicine, cuisine, and literature are too numerous to mention.
All right, so I've got a red herring. Thank you. I think that's all for now.
Normally, it's me that ends patient consultations. You are only a princess, but I am a doctor.
Alright, so where we get those 3 thingies, I have no idea.
Why do so many people hate this flower? Perhaps it has an abhorrent smell. Now that explains why this flower is classified as a weapon in 24 countries.
Alright, so red thingy. Red thingy, and then green thingy. I guess most of the stuff we are going to find in the garden. As you may imagine, this game looks like it's meant for children. I feel like it is.
There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there. They don't grow in the wild so high up the mountains. I can't think of any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy.
We'll just take everything possible for now.
The willow is stretching its branches up high into the sky with glee. One part of the waterfall's already lying in its shadow. If it continues to grow like that, it'll shade half the garden. The waterfall and I have been neighbours for so long that As suspected, there are red herrings swimming in the pond. They are really saltwater fish that live in the sea. But they always come back to their homeland to breed. They're the only known fish variety that can scale nearly vertical cliffs.
That's creepy. I feel like to get the thingy, we're gonna need it last.
A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if...
You mean
Anyway,
the garden always...
thank you. It's a...
You have got...
Ah.
What are you up to today, then? Got much on?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the Elfborough, but the flowers need their water, so I water them every day.
Ah, the curse of good weather.
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30 years we've had autumn.
Time passes differently in
That
the
sounds like
Elfborough.
perfect
Slower.
weather.
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather in the usual seasons, there'd be a lot more variety here.
You and Father, you get along well, don't you?
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theorist.
Ah, the mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth, all that joy and life. And he's missing out on the lot by just sitting around up there and doing nubbit.
Mother. You...
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh,
Nowhere are... I have to get on.
yep.
We still need to get those things.
Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
I want the flower.
It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to hang their heads in this garden. Normally they blossom in our good earth, not to mention the power of Arbor's green fingers.
I would love to have autumn, like, all year round.
If Arbor doesn't know what's wrong with the plant, then it's serious.
Either that autumn or spring. Neutral. Oh, look at the stone.
A handy smooth stone, Arbor's sheepdog. Arbor's... I really shouldn't... It's only Earth. I should tell Mother how her daughter... well, she'd be delighted.
Would she, though? What have we got in here? Why would I want to smell the flower?
The worms are happy and fat. The earth in the bonsai pot seems to have done them good.
Oh, so we could use the worms to catch the fish. Right. Yeah. Puzzle master? Or do we change the worms up and give it to him? That also seems to work.
Do you need a couple of big fat worms to loosen the earth up for you?
No thanks, I've enough. I breed them in my pot.
Alright, so we could... I was thinking we could, like, blow that. What could possibly go wrong when we do that? Let's not do that. Oh, scare the bush.
That's completely ridiculous. Nothing in the world would entice me to do anything so stupid.